Extracurricular activities. A part of your application that separates you from hundreds of other applicants with similar GPA and MCAT scores. A part of your application that ought to be crafted conscientiously and carefully in order to reflect your genuine passions, interests, and your hard work. In a world of vast opportunities, that is college, we as students run into some challenges, such as choosing which activities to partake in and writing our application in a way that will reflect the past 4 to 5 years of the work that we've put in. Today in this episode, I would like to explore what separates a good extracurricular section from a great one. Alright, so the number one thing is the types of activities that you've done that makes you stand out. Put yourself in the shoes of an admission officer, sorting through hundreds of applications. What kinds of activities do you think will be unique and original? As good as conventional volunteering or extracurricular activities can be, such as hospital volunteering, shadowing, being a certain member of a particular student group, here I would say you still have a good incentive to seek out something that's more original and unique. Perhaps you're an individual who has achieved relative success in sports, arts, and music, or even in the business sector. All of these things will make you a unique candidate. Further, as opposed to joining an already existing student group, perhaps you have found this particular cause that you were passionate about and started your own student group or an organization. Another factor that I consider to make your activity stronger is the length of time that you've been involved with it. So compare per se a student who has been singing in a choir for 9 years to a student who's been singing for a year. What the former activity is going to show is that that is someone who is able to commit and is able to stick and grind, which is much needed in medical schools. Number two is the meaningful changes that you are able to generate with your activities. There is a certain element in the profession that requires one to be industrious. Doctors ought, if not obligated, to continuously improve themselves, whether that be their clinical skills or their image as a role model in the field. They have the necessary knowledge and power to make meaningful differences in their communities. And I think these character values that are seen in doctors can be displayed as early as in high school and in university. Which leads me to say that while it is great that you're a part of a certain student group, or that you're performing at a high level in certain sports or in performing arts, what is going to tell the admission officer that you are different from others is the demonstration of your ability to use your knowledge and skills to make a meaningful difference in your community as a leader who is industrious, creative, and hardworking. Compare per se a candidate who wrote, as a competitive hockey player, I played hockey for 7 years, winning MVPs, community trophies, reaching provincials, and etc. To a candidate who wrote, as a competitive hockey player of 7 years, I was able to set up a winter camp along with my teammates to teach kids from low-income backgrounds to play hockey, teaching well over 400 kids over time. Which one do you think is more original and unique? Yes, it's going to be much more difficult to do those things, but if you're truly passionate about your activity, you should have the willpower to be industrious and to make those differences in your community. And that is why doing something that you're interested in and that you're passionate about is so important. Number three is an original and a well-written application that beautifully sums up your activities. So here I would stay away from stock phrases like, as a VP marketing, I developed leadership, gained great communication skills, and an ability to work well with others. Instead, write to the admission officer key and concise highlights of your activities that he probably would not have seen before. So for example, as a VP marketing of a student group, I was able to teach myself social media marketing, and with the $100 budget that I had, I was able to reach across 40,000 people and raise $4,000 in extra funds in comparison to last year. How you write the application is as important as the behind the scenes work that you've put in. So take your time writing, rewriting, editing, and showing your application to other friends and your family to look it over. I cannot emphasize that enough. Writing is as important. Okay, so that sums up how you should tackle the extracurricular section. I hope that what I've talked to you about is useful to you. I know that you guys do such amazing work and accomplish some incredible feats as future medical students. And your good and meaningful work needs to be recognized by people that review your application. So pairing up your hard work with some strategic sense would be my recommendation to you. Keep up the good work and see you soon.